What's up, agents? Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I'm going to showcase a very unique and powerful solo legendary build. If you guys want to solo any content in the game, really, this is going to be the perfect setup for you. The build revolves around the Scalpel Marksman Rifle. I really wanted to make something that complements this weapon, and this build, this setup perfectly suits this weapon. It is currently for sale at the campus vendor, so make sure you guys go and pick it up before tomorrow. If not, just go farm marksman rifles from the countdown game mode. I'm sure we will obtain it quite easily. So this gun has got future perfection. Weapon kills go on +1 skill tier for 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. We also get overcharge at skill tier 6 for 15 seconds every 90 seconds, which is very, very powerful. So with this setup, guys, we can hit over 12 million damage a shot with the marksman rifle, just over 4.5 million damage a shot with the sniper turret, heal ourselves incredibly well with stacked up repair skills, mitigate explosions completely, and absolutely just mince through NPCs, demolishing them with one shot. The sniper turret combination with the setup is absolutely perfect, and you will see the way this build synergizes together is absolutely incredible. So we have got quite a lot going on here that I need to explain. There are many different ways to make this build. I'm going to showcase some gameplay, then we will go through the full build description shortly. The main idea around this is to have perfect headhunter, which allows us to get a lot of damage per shot to the head. Once we get a kill, the next shot deals more damage. I'm sure you guys know how this works. If not, I will explain it shortly. Because we will be doing so much damage with perfect headhunter, it makes sense to spec into marksman rifle damage, headshot damage. So the whole idea around this build is skill damage, headshot damage, and repair skills. We will be hitting really hard with the gun, therefore increasing our skill tiers from 3 all the way to 6, and then we still get overcharge with this weapon, which is crazy good, therefore making our skills, our healing, and our damage incredibly powerful. High weapon damage, high healing, high skill damage, and also on top of that, we have got this beautiful talent right here, tech support, with a repair skills mod and some headshot damage modifications. Motherly love gloves. Skill health helps our turrets stay alive and my drones stay alive. And then the Sawyer's knee pads to stay in cover because of the explosions will kick you out. That's how you die really easily. And we also get an additional 30% weapon damage from the knee pads. The synergy with this is absolutely amazing. The Wyvern holster with more skill damage. We can hit hard with our skills, hit hard with our gun, heal ourselves, and just get so many skill tiers that it feels like you're using a full-on skill build, but you're actually not. This works great. Enjoy the gameplay, guys, and I'll explain the build in full detail very soon.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
They got a medic out there! Enemy drone in the area! Got a feed on that agent. He's out.
Vital signs critical.
It's not my blood. Keep on fight. Enemy is on their feet. Left. I'm hit! I'm hit! Here they are!
Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. Let's go through the specialization. Now it's up to you. You can use sharpshooter. Absolutely dependent on how you want to play. Adapt the build to suit your own playstyle. You can have the tactician drone. Utilize some of these other talents. You can also utilize one in the head for more headshot damage. Completely up to you. Just make sure marksman rifle damage is active. I have gone for technician. Why? Because I wanted to get that extra healing over here. Skill tier and damage to robotics and skill proxies, because it is quite tricky with a headshot sniper build to dish out damage to the robotic dogs, mini tanks, things like that. But I use an optimist FAMAS, which kind of melts them pretty well. So it's up to you guys how you want to do that. And then the EMP grenades, these ones are here, which can stop them in their tracks. So this is the main reason why I use this. Also Faraday field. very good. I've mentioned this multiple times. It basically allows you to be immune to disruption. So the Artificer Hive could be perfect with the Sniper Turret. You do not have to use the Sniper Turret with this build. The reason why I use the Sniper Turret is because when you aim at an NPC's head or an enemy's head, the Sniper Turret aims at the enemy's head. Therefore, you dish out headshot damage to that NPC, stacking weapon damage, stacking headshot damage, like for example, the knee pads, Sawyer's knee pads, or vigilance, or just plain headshot damage does not increase the damage of the Sniper Turret. So just don't be fooled by that. But the Artificer Hive could help heal your Sniper Turret and also can give it more damage. So just keep that in mind, guys. This could be really good with that, but you can use whatever damage skill you want. But the nice thing about it is because we want to be getting headshot kills with the talent we got on the chest piece, it makes sense to use the Sniper Turret because we'll be aiming, the Sniper Turret can dish out damage, and then we can snipe them in the head, doubling up. Like, it's basically like having someone else sniping with you. It makes sense to use the Sniper Turret, and it's really good in the game. So it's completely up to you. Use whatever damage skill you would like. Just make sure marksman rifle damage is activated. Let's take a look at the build in a bit more detail. So before we get into each piece, I want to talk about the talents there and actually how you can change the build up to do more skill damage. You might notice that the Sniper Turret doesn't hit as much as a normal skill build. I've made sure that I can dish out enough damage to kill a golden legendary NPC with one shot. I think it's very important because otherwise the build won't be that good. So this does, and we also can still hit 4.5 million or 4.8 something million damage a shot with the Sniper Turret, which in my opinion is really good. If you want more skill damage and less utility and weapon damage, take away the knee pads, the gloves, and the mask. Instead, use a 3-piece Empress International with skill damage and repair skills or headshot damage. That would be good. The skill damage, skill efficiency, which is everything, duration, damage, status effects, things like that. Just utilize it. That's 20% skill damage. I would recommend it. That's how you can make the build go towards more skill damage. But that would be a different build for a different day. I have made straight up skill damage builds if you guys want to see. Link will be in the description. Rather make that one. This is full of utility and it'll help you a lot, especially when you get into tricky situations. As you guys saw from the gameplay, I got into a tight spot and I came out on top and survived because of the utility of the build. So there are many ways you can get more damage on one way or the other on one side, weapon damage, skill damage. But the way that this is from me testing and balancing it out for my playstyle. So just keep that in mind. So that's how you can change up Empress International 3-piece. Then we got the Wyvern, the Walker Harris chest piece, the perfect talent, and then the Araldi backpack, which would be great. So that's up to you guys. Empress 3-piece would be really good. Then also something to mention, the talents. Now I have tried kinetic momentum, which actually does make a lot of sense. You're probably thinking that to yourself. We can dish out skill damage and we can dish out lots of repair skills, which means we'll be healing more and we'll be doing more skill damage. The problem with this is the scalpel, to get the skill tiers, the whole point of this build is to scalpel to farm skill tiers. We won't be able to get those kills with the gun without this talent because Perfect Headhunter is just too strong. But then again, you can use kinetic momentum if you would like. Same thing here. You don't have to use tech support. I'm using tech support because I don't want to make it situational damage. There are better backpack talents that give you more skill damage. By the way, Vigilance or the Gift, I did try it, but it doesn't increase the sniper damage. So I thought that was a bit counterintuitive. Also Opportunistic, which does, well, what gives you amplified damage to all sources. I did try that and it is good, but it doesn't really work that well with the setup. Opportunistic is quite good because it gives us amplified damage for the turret and for our weapon, but I feel like it doesn't last that long. That's why I haven't gone for it. And also I've gone for more weapon damage for my chest piece talent. Therefore, Safeguard just makes sense because we get a kill and then we get that juicy skill damage that's non-situational for 20 seconds. There are many different talents you can use. Go for it. It's up to you guys what kind of talents you want to be utilizing. You could also even go for concussion. There's so many different ways you can run this build. But I think with this setup, this just really does make sense. We've also got combined arms or perfect combined arms. That requires you to shoot your gun all the time and then use a skill. A lot of the time I use my turret first. So this is how I normally play. I aim to the head. I use my turret. My turret does millions of damage to the NPC, and then I shoot my scalpel after that, get the Headhunter talent, and then go from there. Therefore, stacking Headhunter, and then the turret can get stacks of the tech support. That's how I normally do it. It balances really well. So it's up to you what you want to use. Combined arms would be more for if you want to shoot first and then use your sniper turret. But you would get slightly more damage, but it wouldn't last very long. So that's completely up to you on how you want to play. So let's take a look at the gun in a bit more detail. So we have got the scalpel. Very nice damage, 2 targets out of cover. It's a good weapon. I do enjoy it. It feels good, hits hard. So we've got weapon kills grant +1, skill tier 4, 19 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. So it stacks 3 times, but we still get overcharge, which is really nice. So weapon kills at skill tier 6, grant overcharge for 15 seconds, cooldown 90 seconds. The overcharge is very powerful. When we have a look exactly how it works, from tier 6, as you guys can see, damage 90, 12, 420 health. It goes to 90% damage plus 15 sniper ammo. And I think the most important thing, to be honest, is the rate of fire 100%, which is why you can spam it. It's ridiculously strong. And then also, the great thing and nice thing about this build is we'll always have skill tier 6, which is crazy. Then overcharge, 175 armor repair, and 500% health. Because the skills do take damage, that's why we have got the motherly love gloves. So the weapon's great. Make sure when you guys are modifying it, you put reload speed, optimal range, then a nice sniper with juicy headshot damage, depending on what kind of specialization you've got. If you've got the other one, use the digital scope, sharpshooter, very nice, and the +5 rounds. It's up to you. There's more here, reload speed, optimal range, whatever you want to do. If you want to be playing at longer ranges, go for that. The nice prism camo, I do enjoy this, very, very nice. Then for the robotic dogs, drones, and some bosses, I like to use this gun. This weapon actually deals out a lot of damage if you hit to the head. Very nice. So I've put weapon handling, some crit chance, crit damage. Doesn't really matter. I haven't really spec'd into this. Probably go for more accuracy, weapon handling, things like that. Maybe some more headshot damage. But the Optimus talent will allow you to melt. It's very good. Nice for killing those silly robotics, which headshot damage doesn't really do that much to. That's why I've got that there. Then if you need some extra help and you can't get the skill tiers, just put out your in-sync card, card custom, which gives us another skill tier, as you can see, till 4. Then we can actually just shoot in sync and then get some extra weapon damage and skill damage. It's up to you. There are different ones. You can use Spike. That's also really good. Then let's look at the pieces. So 930k armor. We don't really want to run any blues, but we have to with the knee pads. I've tried different combinations, more skill damage, less skill damage, more weapon damage, and the balance was just off. At first, you might think you're not doing damage both ways, but once you get the Headhunter stacked and the backpack talent active, you will be steamrolling. You'll be going full throttle ahead. You'll just absolutely get your way through the mission easily, guys. Trust me. So we have got 2-piece of Heraldi holdings. You can use a Providence. It's up to you. Like I said, I tried some of the named versions. It didn't really work because Vigilance doesn't help that much unless you want to go full on weapon damage. That's up to you. We have got 2-piece Heraldi. I think the whole idea is going to be revolving around the attributes is skill damage and headshot damage and maybe some repair skills. Skill damage makes sense. Headshot damage makes sense. Headhunter gives you more than enough damage. There is a cap, so just be wary of that. You could even put another blue or a yellow and still dish out similar damage. It's up to you to test for yourself. So headshot damage modification right there. So the 2-piece marks rifle damage and headshot damage. The backpack, as you can see, this one, it's not perfect. I'd rather have skill damage or repair skills. Repair skills modification, I've just put 1 because I feel like it's enough healing. Tech support, skill kills, increases total skill damage by 25% for 20 seconds. It's very good, non-situational. Well, you know, you get a skill kill, then it stays up for quite a long time. That's why I enjoy it. Because the way that I normally play with this is the turret. I don't always aim at the head and use the turret's headshot damage. I normally just let it do the work for me because that turret automatically aims on. Like I said, you can use a different turret, the normal assault one. It's completely up to you guys. Then for the Walker chest piece, we need this because it's a chain killer named chest piece with perfect head hunter. After killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 150. This is actually increased. This is raised to 1,250% because our headshot damage is greater than 150%. As you can see, 217. So that's why we can hit so high, almost 14 million damage sometimes. It's really, really powerful. So make sure you guys have this headshot damage and skill damage with a skill damage modification. Then the holster, Wyvernware holster, repair skills, headshot damage. It's up to you guys. You can have more skill damage. Go to your heart's content. Don't even roll repair skills if you don't want. Go for more skill damage. It's whatever you would like. This works great, the Wyvern piece. I have not used the exotic holster for skill damage because it alternates left and right. Therefore, I'll probably be losing damage because I'm not using a secondary weapon skill damage. So if you wanted to use two skills that dish out damage, you can. Just don't spec repair skills. Then I would not use the gloves. Put on something else. So this holster is very good. We've got a skill tier plus the 10% skill damage from the Wyvern. Very good. Then the gloves, motherly love. That 10% skill health actually does help me a lot because it's a named pair of gloves. 20% repair skills plus another 20%, 40% repair skills. This helps my drone to heal me because we need some sort of healing. I've tried armor on kill. Doesn't work because we have got such low armor with this setup. Then the Sawyer's knee pads. When the stupid beep beep drones or grenade launchers shoot you, your drone can heal you, and you don't even have to come out of cover because you've got some explosive resistance, and you gain weapon damage as well. You don't get staggered. Very nice, perfect pair of gloves. One of my favorite pieces in the game for soloing any kind of content. It's so good. Do not pass up these knee pads. So the sniper turret, make sure you guys have got skill haste. You don't have to have extra sniper ammo. I'd say I don't have very good modifications. It's up to you what you have. You could use demolitionist and then use the increased mod. It's up to you guys. Then we've got the drone. Make sure you have got health, armor repair, and duration. Very good modifications. Let's look at the statistics. We have got huge amounts of headshot damage. It doesn't look that impressive, but trust me, once you get going, once you get the stacks up, it will be really good. Pause the video if you want to see any of the other stats. So let's take a look. Well, one more final word for the build. I think this build works really well. It's a lot of fun to use, very unique and very different. It might take a bit of time to get used to, but once you tweak it a bit to suit your own playstyle, I think you guys will absolutely love it. I love the way that we get skill tiers whilst feeling like we've got a full-on red build. It's crazy. And then on top of that, you know what this is like? It's like having a full red build and a full yellow build with healing. It's just crazy. You feel so strong. It works so well playing solo. Give it a try. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Peace out, agents.